Hi, happy Friday. I hope that everyone had the best week that they could. I hope everyone's staying warm. Let me know if you are experiencing crazy weather in your part of the world. We are not experiencing crazy weather where I am. It's just very rainy. But I know a lot of people are dealing with like record low temperatures, all kinds of crazy stuff. So hopefully we will start seeing that spring weather roll in soon, because I don't know about you, but I am super ready for warmer weather, sunnier weather, being able to get outside. So happy Friday. Today is the day where we give tips to help you get your child the best education that you can. And this month we're talking all about helping your child build a love of reading. So most parents and educators and adults want kids to be able to have a love of reading, to be a lifelong learner and reader, but it's sometimes hard to help your child establish a love of reading, whether it's due to the fact that maybe they struggle with reading a little bit, or the fact that screens and video games and all the cool things that we have now kind of sometimes steer kids away from taking that time with a good book. So this month we're talking all about how to help your child build a love of reading. If that's something that you're really interested in, make sure that you're following along. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Okay, so if you want to read more to your kids, maybe that's something that you decided you wanted to do more in 2021 because you know that it's important, but you're short on time. We're all busy, even if we're staying at home because of COVID. Like, there's so much going on. You may be struggling to find the time to read to your child. Here are some actionable ways that are super easy that you can fit in some reading time during your day for you to read out loud to your child, without having to make extra space, to kind of fit it into the nooks and crannies of your life. So here they are. First, you could work reading into a part of your routine that's already established. So lots of people read to their child at bedtime, so that's somewhere that you could always work that in. But you could also think about things like meal and snack time, or morning time, or like that after school routine. So if your child is sitting down for a meal or a snack at the same time every day, like maybe you can read to them during that snack time. Maybe you can read to them during mealtime, or maybe when they're getting home, unpacking their things from school, you could then read to them while they're getting that done. So maybe tie it to a task that needs to be completed and say, you know, we're going to read this book only when you're unpacking your backpack, or only when you're cleaning up your room. And so it kind of gives them something to look forward to. This is something that teachers utilize a lot. So like after lunch, all the kids come in, they get settled, they get their stuff organized while the teacher reads a book to them. I don't know if you remember your teachers doing that. And kids really look forward to it. And it's a way to kind of tie something fun to something that might not be so fun. Second, you can keep a book in your car or in your bag, and read it to your kids when you're waiting. So whether you're waiting in the school pickup line or drop-off line, or you're waiting at the bank or in line for Chick-fil-A, when you're sitting waiting, you can pull out that book and read. You can also, if you have a lot of commute time where you're in the car with your child, you could listen to audiobooks. So this is not you reading out loud to your child, but it serves the same purpose, because you can listen together and then you can talk about the book that you're listening to. And it's a great way to just kind of mix things up in the car. Maybe you're taking trips to see family. Maybe you just have a long commute to daycare or school. You can utilize that time by renting an audiobook from your local library. A lot of them you can just download straight to your phone now. And it's a great opportunity to get some extra reading time in. And then my last tip, so this one's going to be short. On the weekend, you could always dedicate a time or a day where you read a book. So give your child something to look forward to. So find a book that's super interesting to your kids. Maybe it's like Harry Potter or something like in a series, and you can on Saturday or Sunday read that book for a certain amount of time or during a certain part of your day. And it almost would hopefully give your kids the opportunity to look forward to that and to kind of think of it almost like Saturday morning cartoons. So they're kind of looking forward to figuring out what happens next in that book. So those are a few ways that you could not only incorporate reading into your everyday life as far as reading out loud to your child, but do it in the nooks and crannies of your day where you're not having to create extra time, and hopefully create a desire in your child to listen to that book or to read or to look forward to knowing exactly what happens in that next part of the book. So again, we're talking all about reading this month, so if reading is something that you're interested in for your child, be sure to follow along. And if you know someone who might be interested in this content, we would love it if you would share it out. And if you are struggling with reading with your child, I want you to know that you're not alone. If this doesn't even seem like something that would be possible just because of what's going on with your child with reading, please reach out. We would love to give you resources, talk about how we might be able to help, or direct you into the care of someone who might be able to help you. So I hope you're having a great Friday, and I will see you next week.